Chapter 20. Hey, Darius man, it's been a while. So where you been hiding? I wondered if someone might have finally taken you out. It's been that long. Oh, keep wishing, Marco. It's never gonna happen. So how are you, brother? Darius smiles as he grabs and hugs the sturdy-looking smaller guy. Marco's average-looking with a deep tan face and beard. Well built with tattooed, muscular arms but nowhere near as tall or strong as Darius. He becomes smothered by his larger frame. Watching them interact with each other, Kat immediately notices the obvious gait to Marco's walk and the funny twang to his accent. Possibly a hint of Italian New York? She guesses. Marco looks at her and smiles. Coming across to greet her, he then offers a seat at the table by the window. He looks Kat up and down, a huge frown deepening across his brow. So what can I get for you at this late hour, my friends? 'Cause as you can see, I'm rather busy, so don't have time for a lot of chitter-chatter. He chuckles. Kat smiles at his comment, and his funny-sounding laugh. Looking around the virtually empty restaurant, the news channel on a loop is making more noise than the half-dozen waifs and strays seated inside, including a late-night couple smooching over the table, a guy asleep in the corner, a woman in red high heels dressed for street work, endlessly stirring a coffee, and a guy 2 seats behind, probably her pimp, talking in whispers into his phone. Kat swallows, frowning at how depressing and cheap the place feels. Certainly not a place that she'd imagined Darius to hang out, and the complete opposite to the noir at Celine's. She sits and grimaces at the pain in her neck. It's sore and she flinches. With every movement, holding her hand gently against the dressing, she stares out of the window, watching the hustle and bustle of the street outside. Sighing loudly, she smiles, looking at Darius. Changing her mind, this place feels like an oasis, a quiet sanctuary away from the chaos and bustle of the real world, and now she can see why Darius might like it. You okay? He asks, watching her. She nods. Marco stands hovering over them. So what can I getcha? Kat shrugs and looks at Darius, waiting for him to make a suggestion. Oh, he sighs. How about some of your infamous apple pie, Marco, and a cup of that syrup of shit coffee you make? Oh yeah, he winks at Kat. He knows damn well my coffee's the best, so pretty lady don't be taking any damn notice of him. He smiles. So that's 2 coffees and a pie coming up, right? Yeah. Marco, make sure you bring 2 pies. 2 pies? Sure, okay, 2 it is. He frowns as he and Darius exchange furrowed glances, and then he nods before he heads back with their order. You sure you're okay there? Darius asks, looking back towards the counter, where Marco disappeared. Look, I'm just gonna have a quick word with him. Haven't seen him in a while. Yeah, sure, take your time. Kat smiles, and relaxing, she slumps back in her chair and takes a deep breath, enjoying the quiet after the stark noise of the hospital. Hey Darius, maybe you should text Digby and tell him where we are? I don't want him to worry unnecessarily, but I don't have my phone. I left it in his truck earlier. Don't worry, Zach's with him, he'll be okay. Let him calm down for a while, he says, pushing out of his seat. Sitting on the stool at the counter, Darius sighs and rubs his head, watching Marco twiddling with various knobs on the fancy silver machine as he makes the coffee. She okay there? Marco frowns as he turns, watching his friend. She looks like she got herself in a bit of a mess. He gestures to his neck. You do that? Me? Hell no. No, it wasn't me. Oh, it's a long story. Well, it's a long night, so try me. You know what a good listener I am. Yeah, I know. Again Darius sighs, and turning around he smiles as he notices Kat staring at them. Green eyes. Well, you certainly know how to pick 'em. Darius, you okay? Brother, this is not like you. All the time I've had this place, I've never known you bring anyone here except for the boys, and certainly not a woman. Are you looking for my approval? I don't know what the hell I'm looking for. I really don't. So, if you didn't do that and she's not yours, whose is she? That's fresh. So who did it? Darius hesitates, and concerned Marco turns away from the machine and stares at him. Okay, so either you did something really stupid, or you're thinking about doing something really stupid, especially if you've come looking for my stupid advice. I've not come looking for anything. She was hungry, and I knew you'd be open. I knew you did good pie. That's it. Yeah, right. And that is the best smellin' bullshit my nostrils have smelt in, oh, I don't know how long. Darius, you can get food in a gazillion places this late at night. So what is it? What's going on with you? She's Digby's. What I mean is Digby did that. Tonight, earlier. Holy shit, mother of God. Digby, huh? Well, I never thought that day would come. Digby, a one-woman wolf. Did hell just freeze over? Yeah, maybe. But how long he'll stay a one-woman wolf, that I not sure. So, what's your problem with it? Things change, you knew those boys were gonna find someone one day. Oh, wait. He frowned, staring Darius in the eyes. Holy moly. Please don't tell me you've got a dick itch for her? Oh, praise the Lord, you damn well have. Darius, how the hell did that happen? I don't know, not exactly. It just did. So what the hell's so special about her? I mean, you've not had a woman you've liked in a long, long time. So why her? And don't just tell me it's 'cause you can't have her. Well, first, I didn't know Digby was going to do that. I mean, sure I knew. He was hung up on her. Hell, he marked her the first fucking night she arrived. But there's something else. He sighs loudly. She's also our medic. Holy Jolene. Geez, Darius, you definitely know how to go big or go home. Donsha. So what do you want me to say exactly? Take her? Have her? Make her? Yours? 'Cause you know I can't do that, or is that not what you want me to say? Maybe you'd rather me tell you to walk away. Maybe. She's a wolf. Yeah, well, he laughs. I don't have to be a Sherlock to work that out. Dumbass. I mean, that on her neck kinda gives it away. And the fact Digby's interested out of the blocks. Come on, D, you gotta give me more than that if you want my advice. Just, I like her. Marco. I really like her, he sighs. Well, you know you can't have her. You and she can't be together. So you gotta let go of this, it's a pipe dream. Right, you do know that? What she is. You can't go there. You can't do that to her, that's no life. So walk away. Now before you both get hurt. Darius breaks eye contact and looks around the restaurant, watching the small television set above his head. You should get a better TV in here, attract some new clientele. Don't change the subject, and my clientele is just fine. I do a good trade and I'm happy. My customers are not your concern, but that itch you want to scratch for her is. Darius turns back, and there's something about the way he looks. Marco sighs. Oh geez. Darius, please tell me that didn't happen already? No, don't say it. Don't say it, 'cause I can see it's written all over your damn fucking face you did. You need to stop this right now. You know, in all these years, and I never saw this comin'. Shit. He looks over at Kat fiddling with the salt on the table, staring out of the window, watching the people outside. Okay, let me bring this pie over. She's gonna ask questions. You gonna answer any of them? Maybe start there. Tell her some truths, then see what happens. Yeah, maybe. Darius gets up from his stool. HM, what, you worried she'll run a mile? Well, maybe that's the reason to do it. Very helpful, Marco. As always, your advice is off the chart. I aim to please. He smiles. Go sit, brother, and I'll bring it over. You still sure you want 2 pies? Yeah, 2. Hey, Kat smiles. I thought you'd abandoned me? Sorry, I just haven't seen him in a while, so we were catching up. Here we go, 2 of the best apple pies you'll ever taste. 2 spoons and 2 coffees, enjoy. Marco smiles, placing the plates in front of them both. Darius, please tell me if that pie is as good as the last one you had? He says with a smirk. Darius hisses sarcastically. Oh, you can count on it. Kat laughs at the banter between them, unable to decide if they like or loathe each other. What? You're funny. I mean, not you're funny, haha, just funny, you and him. So who is he, that guy? She digs her spoon into the pie and hungrily fills her mouth. Oh God, this pie is delicious. Yeah, homemade Italian, some ancient secret pastry recipe his mother used to bake. You go back a while? Me and Marco? Yeah, a long time. Marco, he used to be on the team. He hesitates, and there's a long staggered pause. He was our medic. Medic? Really? She coughs, gulps back the mouthful of pie, nearly choking. The medic before me? No, not exactly. Well, yeah, the permanent one. We've had quite a few after Marco, but none of them seem to work out. Well, maybe if you stop being such an asshole? She grins. Yeah, maybe, but as you know, they have to fit my exact criteria. You only got through because it was getting difficult to keep putting command off. Edwards was getting tetchy. Must have been fate that sent you. Fate? She smiles, sipping her coffee. So Marco's a wolf. Why's he not on the team now? Surely he didn't give up operating to run this dive. He got injured. Lost his leg from the thigh down IED on a routine exercise. He was helping another platoon and wasn't with us that day. I had him transferred to a private hospital, but they couldn't save it. Shit. She frowns, watching as he stirs the coffee. Darius, surely you can't blame yourself for that? You know the risks that come with this job. We all do. Despite what we are, we can't fight bullets or bombs. Though guess it must hit harder if he wasn't with you. Was tough to learn he couldn't come back and that we'd have to have someone else. Marco's also family, it made it worse. Family? Yeah. He was, well he continues stirring the coffee, not looking at her, a tense nervousness about him. He's, my wife's cousin. Cool. Kat chokes on the pie and gulps at the coffee to clear her throat. You're what? Darius, you have a wife. She looks around and hushes her voice. She's not sure why. Fuck. Talk about history repeating itself. And you didn't think to tell me that? That it wasn't important. I mean, where is she? I've never heard the guys. Ryan's never mentioned her or the fact you have a wife. She's dead. Isabella, my wife. She was killed. He swallows the lump in his throat and looks out of the window. Oh, I'm so sorry. She reaches her hand across the table and places it gently on his. Wait, she wasn't on the team, was she? No. He laughs. No, she wasn't on the team. Isabella, she wasn't a soldier. That's for sure. So what happened? Oh, you don't have to tell me if you don't want. But it must have been some time ago, right? Yeah, it was a while ago. We were away on a tour when it happened. A gang came to the village, the commune where we lived in the forest. Wait, the one that Digby and Zach grew up in? Yeah, that one. They were searching, looking for alpha females. When they came to take her, she fought back. I don't know exactly what happened, but they killed her. Oh my God. Darius, I'm so sorry. That's awful. What was it, a rival pack? Mean to be hunting females. Why would they do that? Unless they wanted them for their pack. I don't really want to get into the details. It was a long time ago now. He sits quietly and stirs the rapidly cooling coffee. Hey, you still hungry? He looks at her empty plate and smiles. What, you don't want yours? So good you should try it. We could share. No, I'm okay. You eat it. You seem hungrier than me. Yeah, I'm starving. The shift and everything else today could say it's left me a little I can imagine. I guess it's why you were reluctant to have me on the team, right? Another alpha female must have brought back memories. Sorry. Darius, I'm so sorry for what happened. It's not your fault. And I'm always averse to new medics. Never wanted anyone to replace Marco. Is that why you brought me here? To see if he approved of me as a medic? I mean, yeah, maybe lay a few ghosts to rest at the same time. So tell me something about you now. I thought you knew everything about me? She laughs, her green eyes staring deep into his purple. I thought you did your research? I'm sure I can't tell you anything you don't know already. I'm sure you can. So tell me about growing up. Your parents both died when you were a baby. Tell me that story. I don't know, really, only what my grandmama tells me in those stories. Change with the moon. She raised you? Your grandmama? So where is she? She has dementia. So she's in a care home in Brandon, Mississippi. I grew up around there. I don't see her very often now. Dementia patients get triggers. And I seem to be one of hers. I upset her and then she rants she can see it. Wolf, and that it's going to attack her and kill everyone in the home. She laughs, taking another bite of pie. She and Luna were really close. Growing up, she gave me loads of advice about being a wolf. Taught me Russian. Never thought it would be much use, but Katrina, you ever get taken by a Russian? You'll know what they're saying. Very useful. God, I can hear her voice saying it. Lucky for me that's never happened, but with this job it has come in handy a few times. Yeah, I saw you spoke Russian. Was your grandmother Russian? My grandfather. I never met him. I think they separated long before I was born. I don't know what happened to him, and she hardly ever spoke about him. Anyway, her monster stories frighten the other patients, so the care staff asked me not to visit too often, but I call all the time and check on her. Monster stories? Yeah, her old tales of wolves, hunters, even vampires. I know, how crazy, right? She tells a good story, damn scary too. I never know what I'm going to get when we speak or which version. She has so many tales it's hard to keep. She told me often the one about my mother, that she and her lover killed my father to break their bond so he could claim her for himself. I don't know how you do that, but there was some pact between them. They would kill my father, and then kill his wife. The dagger, the one I have in my office, it's solid. Argent, silver. It's what they were going to use. What my mother didn't know was that his wife was pregnant, and she already knew about their plans. She did what an alpha mother does when threatened. She protected her pup. She killed my mother, or at least in one of my grand's versions. He and his wife left and no one ever saw them again. My father's pack went looking for revenge, but even they never found them. With me being a blood Luna, they didn't cast us out, they kept us under their protection. And him? They didn't find him ever. No, but they found her, his wife Sarah. It was some years later and they killed her. Before she died, she told them a vamp took the child and killed her husband. Who knows? It was probably all a figment of my grandma's imagination or some twisted version of it. She laughs as Darius frowns, looking at her. I told you she's batshit crazy. Everything depends on the day to what version you'll get. Sometimes my mother killed my father, but they were bonded, so as we both know, that's not possible. And then some days, well, she ran away and became a wolf in the circus. She laughs. Darius sits looking at her, staring intently, and she frowns, watching him. What? Darius, what is it? You're so beautiful. He smiles and she looks away coyly. What happened? With your commanding officer, that was in your file. I mean, I heard it was some pretty weird shit. Did you love him? Seriously, you really want to know about that? God, that is so embarrassing. Yeah, I loved him at the time for a while, or I thought I did. Now I think it was just infatuation. I liked the power he had, and that he was in control. She smiles. He was confident, cocky, arrogant. Guess I must like that in a man or wolf. She sighs as she finishes her pie and sips the last of her coffee. Darius sits forward and takes a hold of her hand. So what happened? Tell me. I told you it's embarrassing. I was so pathetic back then. I didn't stand up for myself and I let him humiliate me so badly. That's why what you did with the money at the club. I can handle dominance but not humiliation. Well, that's not what dominance is about. Dominant sex needs to be consensual. It's the only way for both parties to enjoy it. So what did he do to you, this officer? He scowls, leaning back in his chair, away from the table as Marco is back to refill her cup. He looks at the pair of them, lost deep in conversation, and glares at Darius. Marco, this pie is so great. Cat smiles. Really, it's delicious. You know I have one more piece, so why don't I bag it for you to take home? It's on the house. Oh, that would be great. Thank you. I'll get it for you now. Darius coughs, awkwardly nervous as she stares at him. His purple eyes glaze over as he sits in quiet contemplation, and she wonders what he's thinking. Behind them. Then she laughs nervously and blushes. You know he was married, Commander Sharp. I didn't know that, not when we started out. Not that it would have really made any difference. I wanted him so much I was easily hooked. When I found out his secret, I thought I could trust him, that he had a lot to lose, so I thought my secret would be safe and I thought he could handle it, but boy was I wrong. So he wasn't a wolf? No, that was my mistake. That's what worried me about telling Riley, but then he has a shifter brother, so maybe slightly different. Anyway, I told him, and he couldn't handle it, especially when I showed him. You showed him? Your wolf. Yeah, we got drunk and smoked way too much weed and I showed him. Whoa, was he freaked out. Called me all sorts of shit, mostly a freaky weird crazy bitch. He couldn't keep quiet after he told anyone that would listen until they all thought he was crazy or drugged. When he realized it might end his career, he changed the story. Said we'd partied too hard and that someone spiked his drinks. Said it was a sex game, a fetish we had, and that he'd get me to dress up as a wolf, like those furries. God, how embarrassing. She sighs. It sounds ridiculous, right? But people bought into it. Especially after he sent out pictures and a video we made of stuff we did in the bedroom, me tied up and things. So why wouldn't they believe it? I was so angry, so hurt he would do that. But I made a mistake telling him. That's why I'm more careful to hide it now. Darius places his hand on hers, reassuring her. He sounds like a complete asshole. But you didn't think to kill him. No. Hey, I can't kill every asshole I meet, right? She smiles, he laughs. I did go a little crazy-ass bitch on him though. Cut up his clothes and a few other things. He got me put on psych watch and kicked off my course. I had to toe the line for a while, say what they needed to hear for the reports. Figured if I sniveled and groveled enough, made it sound like he'd abused his position of power. It worked. They didn't want the attention on the unit, so reinstated me. What happened to him? Nothing. I had to endure his bullshit for so long after. I applied for so many positions to get out of there. Only one other commander believed in me. He didn't buy into his bullshit. He was a shifter and one of the nicest I've ever met. Last I heard of Sharp, he'd been promoted to base commander. Somewhere. Doesn't matter now. But Darius, that's why I need this pack. What I mean is, I need to be part of it. I need you. You make me feel safe here. Even if you are an asshole sometimes, she laughs. We'll keep you safe. Promise. I'll always keep you safe. That's my job. Do what's best for the team to keep them all safe. She wipes a tired tear from her cheek. Sorry. Well, now we know all about each other. Nothing to hide, right? So, I'm going to use the ladies' room and then maybe we should make a move, otherwise Digby will be worried. Yeah, he will. Darius sits back and sighs loudly as Marco comes to the table, sitting in Kat's empty seat. So you told her? About Isabella? Yeah. And what? You asking if I told her about the baby? About Isabella being pregnant when she died and the fact I lost my child? Then no I didn't tell her that. I think she's had enough shocks for one day. So I guess you didn't tell her everything then? No. Like I said, just leave it. Marco, I'll sort this out, I swear. I'll take your advice, you're right. I'll let her and Digby be. I hope so. He leaves a brown paper bag on the table. Pie. And I see you enjoyed yours as always. Yeah, it's good pie, Marco. He laughs. Still shit coffee though. Kat comes back and Marco kisses her on both cheeks as they prepare to leave. You come back and see me again sometime soon and don't stand for any of their bullshit. They're all pussies under that bravado. He laughs. Yeah, I know that. I have them under control, don't worry. Yeah, I think you do. Just stay safe out there. And you? He turns looking at Darius. You lighten up. And don't leave it so long next time. I won't, brother. You know, you can't get rid of me just yet. Yeah, damn it, I gotta get someone to work on that. Hey! He grips Darius's arm and holds him back as Kat goes to the door. Darius! He lowers his voice. Seriously, be careful, and I don't say that lightly to you. You've had enough hurt and Fallon for her. Well, it's not gonna fix it. She's beautiful, so I can see why you can't resist, but those big green eyes, they're gonna bring you an entire world of pain if you're not careful. She's not Isabella. Not to mention what it'll do to Digby. He's not cut out to deal with that sort of pain. You owe him and it's on you to protect him. Darius, he's your pack, not that he always sees it like that, but he is. He sighs and hugs him tight. I hope I told you what you wanted to hear. Yeah, Marco, you did. Cheers, brother. Hey, we'll be back for more pie. I think she really liked it. Well, I can't believe you didn't tell her you don't eat pie. He laughs, watching as they leave. Hey, Marco. Can I get another coffee over here? The guy on his phone at the back of the restaurant calls out. Yeah, sure, I'm coming now. You seen the news? There's been another one of those murders, the serial slasher in the park. Whoa, it's getting a little rough out there. Marco frowns as they both turn to watch the news on the TV. You heard anything on the street about who might be involved? No, though some big dealers have stepped up security, so something's wrong. They friends of yours, that couple? I've not seen them around here before. He's a seriously big guy. Oh, yeah, I served with him in the military. So yeah, kinda. She's pretty hot, that woman he's with. Who is she? The beady-eyed guy smiles. You hyenas, you're all the fucking same. Nosy. You should mind your own damn business. But for what it's worth, she's well out of your league. Hey, you. Want more coffee, Tilly? No, she ain't got time for that. He sniffs. Tilly, get your ass in gear. You got a client. There's a car waiting outside. The woman 2 seats in front gets up and shrugs. I guess I'll see you tomorrow, Marco. Take care, Tilly, and be safe out there. It's getting worse, you need to be careful. The girl in red high heels turns and smiles. I will. Marco, don't worry about me, I'll be fine. Chapter 21. It's late as they return to the house. Kat gasps, taken aback to see all the guys sprawled around the living room. They look up and stare at her and Darius, Digby, his arms folded across his chest, pacing back and forward. Where the hell have you been? He scowls. Hey to you too. Kat frowns. You know where we've been. At the hospital and then we went to get some food. Kat was hungry. Darius interrupts. Why? Is there a problem? A problem? Yeah, you could say there's a problem. I've been trying to reach you and neither of ya was picking up. Must have switched my phone off at the hospital. Forgot to turn it back on. Darius sniffs, showing little interest in Digby's obvious concern. That's bullshit, you never switch your phone off. Anyway, where's yours? He turns to stare at Kat. I kept calling and left you a ton of messages. Well, I don't have it. It must still be in the truck. I think it got left on the seat in the rush to the hospital. I mean, I wasn't exactly thinking clearly when we arrived. Oh yeah. Digby sighs. Shit. Sorry. Yeah, I remember seeing it there now. Kat looks at Darius with deep concern and then back at Digby. No, I'm sorry. We should have called. I knew that you'd worry. Darius took me to get some food. Kat was hungry, so I took her to get food. Why, what's the problem? Darius furrows his brow and folds his arms, questioning. The problem is... God, I can't believe how much I needed to take a piss. Darius looks at Kat and the pair stare open-mouthed as Reese steps from the hallway in front of them. What? He frowns, looking at them. You look like you've seen a ghost. Oh, did he not tell you I was here? No, I guess he didn't yet. So, you care to explain what the hell's going on? And what the fuck he's doing here? Darius scowls at Digby. Yeah, I was about to. Before we were interrupted. Reese goes to the fridge and opens the door. Searching inside, he eyes up the contents and settles on helping himself to a bottle of beer. Anyone want one of these? The team all look at each other, all tempted to say yes, but then seeing the glare filling Digby's face, they shake their heads in refusal. No. Oh, Noah, not me. Noah, I'm good. Okay. So just me then. Reese smiles and closes the door. Ryan, what's going on? Why's your brother here? Kat questions, somewhat confused and slightly concerned by Reese's presence. Digby steps in front of her and smiles. His eyes can't help but stare at the wound on her neck, as he leans forward and gently kisses her. You okay? Isn't that so sweet? Reese mocks as he sarcastically makes a kissing sound into the air. Then he notices the patched wound on her neck. Oh, little brother, I gotta say it looked like you did a hell of a job there. Yeah, she's not gonna be able to hide that, at least not for a while. You certainly wanted to make sure everyone knew she was taken. I have to applaud you, he claps. I've only ever seen a bond like that when someone feels rivaled. You got someone to be worried about, Ryan. Why don't you shut the hell up before I shut you up? Oh, I'd love you to try. Come on, I'm ready when you are, but remember, you've never managed it yet. Stop, Darius hisses. Enough. Why the hell are you here, Reese? What's happened? Kat nervously holds her hand to her neck, hiding the wound. She feels embarrassed and slightly concerned about what Reese wants. She glances at Darius for answers. You seen the news tonight? Digby asks. No. Can't say that I have. Why? Darius folds his arms and he can see how nervous Digby is as he fidgets, scratching his face. Actually, I will have one of those beers. Digby heads to the refrigerator and, taking a beer out, pops the cap and swigs it back. So I'm waiting, Darius frowns. Alyssa. You know what? Kat sighs, annoyed at the mention of her name. I need to use the bathroom. Her neck hurts and she gently touches it as she heads to the hall entrance. Must have been all that coffee. I won't be long. Kat, you need to hear this. No, actually I don't. She sighs, raising her hand, gesturing him to silence. You know what? I'm not interested in anything about that bitch. So, if you'll excuse me, I need to go. But you do need to hear this about Alyssa. She's dead. He swallows and takes a deep breath. In the park. Alyssa was found dead. In the park. Kat takes a breath and her mouth drops open as she turns to face him. Oh my God. Are you serious? She gasps. I mean, you're sure it was her? swallows nervously as he nods. Whoa. Well then I'm sorry. So how? What the hell happened? Do they know? The news channels are all saying it was an attack, likely the same person who killed Monroe. Really? Oh my god. Shit. You sure about this? Darius frowns. And you? He continues, looking at Reese. This got something to do with you? You think it's connected to the club? I don't know yet. Reese shrugs. Maybe. I've got people I know at the police department checking it out. So that still doesn't answer why you're here? This is your problem, not ours. Well, actually it might be your problem. Reese grins. As my beloved brother here was one of the last people to spend time with Alyssa. Oh, and your team bitch there threatened her. But apart from that, I guess it's not your problem. Neither of those facts would be a cause for concern, right? Still, us being family, I figured I'd share it with you because after all, my problems are your problems. But what I don't need is the feds all over my club asking my staff awkward questions. You get what I'm saying? No, I don't understand. Digby sighs. Darius is right, how the hell is this our problem? Alyssa came back to the club after she left here. You said that yourself. You must have it on camera, so I'm in the clear. Reese, what the hell's got you so spooked? Hell, you've dealt with the police, it's not like you're squeaky fucking clean and you've been raided before. I'm sure you've got enough people on the payroll to make it go away. You already told me that Alyssa kicked off about Kat to anyone who would listen, so she would have made enough of a scene for someone to remember her being there. Yeah, and I remember seeing her leave the club before me. You'll have that on camera too. She was with some guy when she left, so others would have seen her leave. I don't really see the problem. Do you know anything about the guy she left with? Who he was? Sounds like he might have had something to do with it. Yeah, that would be a better direction to send the police. Get them to check him out. Darius frowns, still concerned. I'm already on it. Reese sighs. I'd never seen him before, but I spoke with Michael and he said he was new to the club, but he has been in Nor a few times this week, throwing money and champagne around, buying drinks and making a big show. He had Alyssa in there? Darius frowns, concerned. That's not her territory. Why's Michael letting her go there? No, the guy went out into the main bar area. Hudson said he bought her drinks at the bar, calmed her down because she was ranting about Kat. All that attention, then someone throwing champagne at her, she'd have been in her element. Reese rubs his hand over his face and drinks some more of his beer. But when I get my fucking hands on him, I will kill him because this whole thing is giving me such a fucking headache and I don't need the hassle right now on top of everything else. Oh, police listen to you, what the hell do you sound like? Reese, you're such a fucking drama queen. Oh, I'm the fucking drama queen? Standing his beer down, Reese shoves Digby hard in the chest, pushing him backward. Getting his balance, Digby growls, pushing him back, and Zach takes a deep breath, stepping up next to him. Oh, please look at the pair of you. Will you sit the fuck down? For God's sake. Darius, please rein them in before they wet their little panties. Darius sighs loudly. All right, cut it out, all of you, you included. He points sternly at Reese. If you want to kill each other, then go outside. Bud interrupts with a frown. Technically they can't. Kill each other. They're blood-bonded brothers, they can't, kill each other. Yeah, Bud, we know all that. Trust me, it was just a figure of speech. Okay. I just wanted to clarify. Bud takes a breath, feeling embarrassed. All right, Reese, Darius says, turning to look at him. So, do we actually have a problem? Truth? I'm not sure if I do, but you on the other hand, well, that will depend. Depend? Depend on what? What the fuck does that mean? What game are you playing here, Reese? Depends on you helping me out. I need a favor. We're not fucking helping you out. Digby laughs, stepping in front of him. Diggs, hold up. Darius moves forward, glaring, and pushes him out of the way. Reese, what exactly kind of problem are we talking about? And more to the point, what exactly do you want? Reese grins and turns around, looking Kat up and down. I want her. What the fuck? Digby pushes Darius away and shoves his brother backward. Are you fucking crazy? Now you've lost the fucking plot. There is no way on this goddamn earth I am giving her to you. Take your fucking scrawny drug. Deal an ass and get the fuck out. I'm serious, Reese, I'm gonna fucking kill you. If not. But trust me, if you use the word technically again, I will chop your fucking tongue out. Now is not the time to get technical with me because I may well be testing that myth to see if it's true. Digby, calm down. Darius puts his hand on him, pulling him back. Then, stepping forward, he stares. Reese doesn't flinch, at least not visibly, though on the inside his wolf is howling and scrabbling to get away. You know, Reese, that might just be the dumbest thing you've ever said. So why the hell would you say it? Oh, I think we misunderstood each other. I mean, as lovely as she is, I don't want my brother's seconds. But I do need her to be at the club. What the actual fuck are you talking about? Digby lurches forward. I need her to replace Alyssa, at least temporarily, though you never know, it might work out long term. He grins. Replace Alyssa? Kat now steps forward and frowns. Has it escaped your attention that I already have a job? And it's a damn better one than prancing around your club flashing my panties to anyone who will look. So thanks for the offer, but no. Oh, shame, and there was me thinking you were already so good at it, flashing your panties, or is that dropping them? He grins smugly as he stares at her, before turning his attention back to Darius. Sorry, but this is not negotiable. She can keep the day job. I just need her to turn up occasionally and swan around like she owns the place in the same way Alyssa did. What the fuck are you talking about, Reese? Kat's not doing anything for you. Period. Oh, but see, she is. Because me showing the police that camera footage of Alyssa back at the club? Well, it's very much dependent on her helping me out with my problem. You've got nothing on us. So do what you want, Digby growls. Kat's not doing anything for you. Yeah, that's right, and that's exactly what I'll tell the police. That I've got nothing. He smiles. Look, with Alyssa gone, I have a huge void, and every damn beta she-wolf in the place is going to want to earn that spot. What I don't need right now is a pack of over-hormonal bitches scrapping it out every night. Alyssa had been there a long time. She could hold her own and she rarely got challenged, but now with her gone, I need to fill that spot to keep the peace for everyone's sake. My club can't get that kind of reputation. I'll leave that to the tacky shifter dumps like tramps where they're slugging it out every night. Well, I'm not doing it, and you can't prove anything. We know Ryan didn't kill her, so you just need to tell the police she came back to the club. Not then I will. I'll tell them she wasn't here when I came back, and I'll give him an alibi. But that won't wash. Maybe you were in it together? Maybe wanted to get rid of the ex. No, that's not what happened. Ryan had nothing to do with her death. She went back to the club, and you know that. For God's sake, he's your brother. You wouldn't do that to him. Yeah, he fucking would if it gets him what he wants. Digby sighs. He's so angry, and closing his eyes, he bites against his lip as he tries to remain calm. Oh, and what, you wouldn't do the same to me, brother? Reese laughs. So that's all you want? Kat, to turn up and occasionally parade around the club. Darius is now much calmer, and he takes a deep breath as he questions Reese. All right then, you got it. Kat's face drops and she gasps in disbelief. Wait, what the fuck? Darius, you have to be fucking kidding. No, I'm not doing it. He can go fuck himself. I'm not some toy you can all just pass around to play with. I won't just do as you say. Oh, I don't know. Reese smiles smugly. I thought that's exactly what you were. You can't make me do this? She growls, turning to glare at Darius, but he can't look at her. I can if I give you an order. If you give me an order? Are you for real? You're unfucking believable. She laughs. Well, that is the only fucking way I'll do this. Seriously, you need to get your priorities straight here. I am. That's why I'm saying you'll do it, to protect the team. Digby growls and stands himself between Reese and Kat. You need to get the fuck out now, before I put you out, permanently. Oh really? Please don't flatter yourself. I mean, you can try. Reese smiles. Look, it's just a temporary fix. And for what it's worth, it's not ideal for me either. I really needed someone more free. I mean, you bonding with her, well, that was some shit timing, brother. I actually need someone who can put out and keep the clientele happy, as well as keeping the wildlife in check. He smiles, shooting a glance to Darius. So trust me, this is not my ideal solution either. But it will take me some time to pick a replacement. So it is what it is for now. Do we have an agreement? Yeah. Darius sighs reluctantly. Yeah, we have an agreement, but it is just temporary. And you don't put any demands on her. She turns up when she wants, does what she wants, and leaves when she wants. Oh, I don't fucking believe this. Kat stands mouth open with utter contempt. For all of them, discussing her like she's not there. How the hell can you agree to this and without my consent? Because you'd say no, right? Yes, I'd fucking say no. I still am. No, I'm not doing this. Fuck you all. Digby keeps his body positioned between her and Reese and growls. You know what, I'm so done listening to you. That kill him. Then I'll help you bury his body. Bud puts his hand up. Technic. He stops mid-sentence as Digby's blue eyes glare at him. Okay, yes, sorry. He slumps back in his seat next to Cutie, shaking his head in despair. You're not getting her. Simple as. So go find someone else to whore out. Kat steps up close, looking Reese in the eyes. I don't think I made myself clear to any of you. You don't have the right to give me away. None of you do. I'm not listening to any more of this bullshit. I'm going to bed before I do something I might regret, like kill someone. Pushing his luck, Reese gently strokes his finger against the side of her neck and grins. Oh, I should remind you before Bud does, technically you can't kill me now. We're bonded by blood. You forget Ryan's blood is my blood, so you being bonded to him equals can't kill me. Arg. Fuck you. She screams. Her green eyes flash with anger and her cheeks burn hot amber, and she struggles to hold Luna inside. Then, still muttering and cursing, she stomps down the hall and entering the small bedroom, she slams the door behind her. A huge roaring howl goes up and the guys all look at one another. They're shocked by the sound and unsure what to say. They remain silent. She's right. Digby scowls. She's not doing this. Darius, man, I can't believe you agreed to it. What the hell is wrong with you? And since when do you side with that asshole? Trust me, I don't want her to do it, he says calmly. I'll talk to her. I'll convince her it's the right thing. Tomorrow when she's calmer. We might not like it, but he's right. We don't need a turf war going on, especially with the whole Alyssa and Monroe situation about to blow up. We don't need that kind of tension. We do need to stay in the shadows even more now. So let's just keep everything on an even keel. Besides, we'll all be there with her. Digby. No one's going to touch her. You have my word. I'll make sure of it, and so will he. Reese will make it clear to everyone she's not up for sale. Okay, but you know, if you change your minds about that, we could make some serious cash with what she is. Reese smiles, knowing he's goading his brother. I mean, clients will pay good money to. Will you shut the fuck up? You're a twisted son of a bitch. Digby frowns, then swinging his fist, he lands a heavy punch to the side of his brother's face. Throwing another before he knows what's happening, he catches his ribs with a full blow. Oh hell! Zack sighs as he and Oz try to pull the now fighting twins apart. Whoa! Diggs, come on, man. Darius steps up and stands between them, separating the pair. As he does, things settle quickly between them. They all look up as the bedroom door opens. Cat! Digby frowns. You okay? Where the fuck are my things? My clothes? My underwear? Oh yeah, shit, sorry, I meant to tell you. What I mean is he swallows nervously as everyone looks up confused. I figured now we were bonded. I just assumed you'd want to move into my room, so I thought I'd move your things into a drawer and surprise you. What? She sneers. Why would you assume that? You know you're unfucking believable. Great. Who the hell do you think you are? You think you can just decide these things for me like I belong to you? Can't I think for myself anymore? I'm not your fucking property. What the hell gave you the right to touch my stuff? Cat, come on, it's not like that. It's just I was trying to be nice. I got a little excited, that's all. Nice. She growls. Is that a fucking joke? You half kill me and now, in some ancient misogynist myth, you think I belong to you? That you can just hand me out between you all? This bullshit is exactly why I stayed away from Alpha. Well, fuck, she screams again. You just decided that I would want to move into your room. Oh, this just gets better and better. So not only does he move my fucking office without asking me, your brother wants to pimp me out, but you now decide I should move into your bedroom, that you expect me to sleep with you every night. This is a total fucking joke. She storms across the hallway and they hear drawers slamming as Kat searches for her things. Shit. Digby rubs his face. The others open mouths, stare in quiet shock. I was gonna tell her, but shit. I just thought she'd. Shit. Don't look at me like that. I was excited. I know I should have waited. He sighs loudly, then looks down at the pillow and blanket as they land at his feet. You can take the fucking couch tonight. The door to the bedroom slams with another hard frame rattling bang, followed by a screaming howl that echoes through the hallway. Okay, so maybe she's right. I'll take the couch for tonight. Fuck, Reese sniggers. She is one feisty bitch. You know, it's almost a pity. Her being a blood that no one will challenge her. I bet she could put on a great fight. Cat. Digby knocks softly on the bedroom door. Cat, come on, it's me. Can I come in so we can talk? No. Fuck off and leave me alone. Go away, I'm tired. There's a long sigh and silence from all the guys as no one dares speak. The atmosphere feels awkward and an apprehensive tension hangs in the air, and the deafening silence hurts their ears when they hear a pitiful howling cry from behind the closed door. Cat, so angry and frustrated as the events of the evening overwhelm her. Luna, pacing inside, angry as well. It makes her howl, but eventually, face buried in the pillow, she falls asleep. Diggs, just leave her be. Darius sighs. She'll calm down, maybe in a day or two. He turns on the other twin. Reese, you need to get your ass out of here. Now. Oh, but I thought I might stay? Have another beer with my brother? I mean, this has been such great entertainment. He laughs. No, you get the fuck out right now. It's that or it'll be me and you that have a serious problem. Are we clear? Darius hisses up close in his face. You've got what you wanted, now leave. So you'll bring her to the club? When she's ready, not before. As I said, she'll do it in her own time. Okay. But just don't leave it too long. He grins smugly. You know it's the right thing what you're doing. I'll put the word out and it'll keep the peace for a while, but I will need to make a big show of this, at least for one night. Maybe a party? I'll make her feel extra special. Roll out the whole VIP red carpet experience. He grins before turning to look at his brother. Digby's expression is fit to explode and Darius steps between them, breaking their stares. I said go. Digby stands close. Yeah, and don't get any fucking ideas, Reese, 'cause nothing is gonna happen between you. Now go crawl back to your troll hole and keep the fuck away from me, or you know what? I will find a way to kill you. Sure thing, dear brother. Oh, enjoy your new bed. He laughs. Diggs, just an observation, but it looks like the honeymoon's over. He grins, smoothing his hand on the front of Digby's shirt. It's all about appearances. Brother, nothing more. Don't worry. I'm not gonna touch her. Doesn't mean some others won't want to. He grins smugly as his bright blue eyes turn and stare at Darius purple. I'm just kidding. As Reese steps outside the front door, he turns and smiles, another of his smug smirks, and Digby now can't hold his anger. Seething, his rage boils over and, in one swift, well-rehearsed movement, he strips his shirt. Digby. Zach groans as he tries to hold him back. Diggs, come on, don't do this. Man. No, I'm not having it. Him acting all smug, getting what he wanted. No. With Reese outside lighting a cigarette, Digby unclips his belt and drops his pants and quickly disappears after him. Oh hell! Zach closes his eyes and sighs loudly. Diggs, please just leave it. This is stupid. You know this. Fuck. Darius, do something. He rubs his head and turns around. Should I go after them? No, just leave them. Bud's right, it's not like they can actually kill each other. Just let them work off some steam. It'll probably do Digby some good to kick Reese's ass about for a while. You think? Hell, I don't know, I wouldn't bet against Reese. He does a lot of that jujitsu shit. And he's been working out recently. Diggs has even put on some weight, and I don't know, it's always been pretty close between them. What? Really? Darius frowns. You really think Reese can still take him? Okay, well, I'll have $50 as Digby kicks his ass. Oh, you got it. Zach smiles. Hey, you two want in on this? Yeah, sure. Bud and us get their wallets out, but then they all stop and turn to face the door as they hear the clattering crash of trash cans in the street, followed by loud yowling yelps. Shit. Maybe on second thoughts, Darius sighs. Bud, us go keep an eye on them. I could do with Digby coming back fully functioning. Okay, sure thing, Chief. Zach, you and Cutie stay here and watch the house till he gets back. Just to be sure. But let her sleep. If there are any problems, any issues, you call me. Mean it, anything. Yeah, sure thing. If she's asleep, won't she be okay though? I mean, does she really need wolf sitters? No, she's angry. I don't want her waking up and deciding to trash the place. Just make sure she stays here and that she doesn't shift and do something stupid. The last thing we need is another wolf on the loose tonight. Cost this full moon has got everyone acting fucking crazy. Darius leaves and standing outside the front door, he looks skyward to the moon. Taking a long deep breath of cool evening breeze, he sighs loudly as he ambles back to his house. At the front door he hesitates, and as he takes the key from his wallet he also takes out some crumpled sepia-stained photographs. He smiles looking at them, brushing his finger lightly over the image. I think you'd have liked her. He sighs, and then taking his cell from his pocket, he composes a text. I hope you enjoyed the pie. Then as he puts the key in the lock, his attention is distracted by another loud chorus of growls, yelps, and barking, which are followed by a long angry howl. Oh shit, he sighs. Hell, guess I'd better go sort this pair of dumbasses out first. Chapter 23. 2 weeks later. Status. Mission briefing: 4 hours to wheels up. Alright, listen up. Eyes front and quit the fucking chatter. I need your full attention. Darius booms over the noise of the team. His voice fills the room, and standing in front of the desk, he waits for them to quiet so he can begin. Command just confirmed we're cleared hot, and I want to check this intel one more time. Make sure we're prepped and ready to go. He takes a quick glance at his watch. Wheels up in 4 hours. So the sooner we get through this, yes bud, the sooner you can go eat. Oh, and one more thing. Before we get going, can we get any real life shit squared away pronto? I don't want to be hearing about any of your troubled romances, dates you forgot to call, or any other dumb shit once we're in the air. I want your minds totally focused on this. Is that clear? Kat squirms in her chair as Darius stares at Digby. Alright, D, we get it. Now can we just move on and maybe you tell us what you've got? But please tell me it's something we can get our teeth into this time. Oh, I think you're going to like this. It's one of your favorite little rats. One that evaded us the last time we went after him. Yeah, our target is none other than one Fabian Alvarez. Alvarez? You're fucking kidding me? Oh my god. Digby sits up and rubbing his hands together, he turns and looks at Zach, his grin just as wide. All righty, so where's the fucking little runt? Yeah, that part you're not gonna like quite so much. He's here. Darius points to the large map laid out in front of them on the table, circling a green-colored area with his finger. Are you fucking kidding? The Mexican fucking jungle? What the hell is he doing there? I thought he liked comfort, luxury villas with gold faucets, not bucketing water out of a fucking well while getting eaten alive by goddamn bugs. Yeah, I don't know that either, which makes me kinda suspicious. But, see, says the intel checks out, so that's where we're headed. This village. Drumming his fingers against the top of the table, he points again to the map. He's taken over and cleared out the locals. Bonus for us means the only people we're going to encounter are going to be hostile, so no worries of us getting civilians wrapped up in our mess. Yeah, and that makes everyone a clean and clear target and means we can get our hands dirty with no worries. Sounds good to me. It'll be like shooting fish in a barrel. Zach laughs. Yeah. Digby nods. Means we can hit him hard. Yup. And for now at least we have the element of surprise. It has been running ops on him for nearly 6 months, and the CIA ran the intel and confirmed it's him. The only thing the drone's not picking up is where he goes. He's been running several trips out of there, but with the tree cover, it means they can't tell where to. They want us to find out. It's one road in, one road out, so infill's going to be a little tricky, but command are planning for that as we speak. Why re we being pushed to go after him? I mean, if DA has been running ops on him all this time, why us? Why now? Us folds his arms and questions. Darius, surely this has got to be a drugs operation. They have tactical teams for that and don't normally call up a team like us to go in first. We're not going in first. Alvarez just took out an entire DA spec ops team. They went in to snatch him, but someone knew they were coming. So now it's our turn to go get the little night shift in Weasel. We're going to hit him so fucking hard, go in fast and bring him out before he even realizes what The hell's going on? Oh, okay, makes sense. Hell, it's easy enough. We go in, grab the squirmy little rat and bring him back. So have we gotta keep him alive? Ideally, yeah. But if he weren't to make it back, then no one's going to lose any sleep. CIA believes he's fronting some Russian cartel ring, and the file says he's merged his South American operation with them, but sources I checked with on the ground saying different. They're saying his operation got taken over and that some big league Russian players didn't give him any choice. Might make him ripe to squeal, give up some intel, maybe his contacts. If we can apply enough pressure and get him to talk. Yeah, well, pressure's one thing I don't mind applying to his scrawny fucking ass. Though I gotta say he's been off the radar for a long time now, you don't think it seems strange he turns up attracting this much attention? I'd have thought he'd have stayed lost forever, and lived it out in luxury on a yacht. Somewhere. Yeah, well, something brought his head above the surface, so we need to keep our heads on a swivel. He's one slippery fucking shifter, and we can't let him outmaneuver us again. When we get there, Cutie, you'll set up an overwatch position somewhere in this area. Darius now points to another map, a scale model of the village with card boxes that represent the houses and streets. The buildings are taller here and should give you a good vantage point. But I want you to team up with him, act as spotter. A stick with Diggs and me. Zach, you're holding perimeter along this line here, you'll stay with Cat. Hold back with medical support. Digby turns, looking at them both, and cocks his eyebrow. You got that, Zach. Right? You're covering Cat 6. Hell yeah. We got this down pat now, right, partner? He smiles as he and Cat high five. Damn right, we sure have, partner. Okay, well, just make sure you stick together. This guy might seem like a pussy, but trust me, he's one to watch. I'd rather we were shoot to kill cause. The thought we might have to bring him out alive makes my skin crawl. There's something about that guy I just don't like. Well, that's cause he's one that got away. He slipped us, Diggs, and we don't forget it. That intel was out. If we'd known he was a night shifter and not a wolf. Just want to make sure this time we know everything we need to know. Yeah, I'm still running some checks, but my sources down there have gone pretty quiet, so something's definitely going on. Like I say, stay alert. Anything smells off, you call it in. The CIA would prefer him alive, but let's just say that's not my priority. They may want to talk to him, but that DA team deserves payback. Still, it's our call. Okay, so then perhaps it's time for this fucker to meet his maker? Zach grins. Well, no one's going to be investigating if he does. We got any idea what he's doing there? I mean, him hitting a spec ops team like that. He's gotta know that's gonna rain hell down on him. So we sure he's still there. I mean, wouldn't he just get out of town? Yeah, that's what's ringing my alarm bells too. Oz frowns. I suppose it depends on what kind of operation he's running though. I mean, if he took out an entire team, then he's assuming it's gonna take time for them to reset the operation. Maybe it's enough time for whatever he's doing? Like you say, maybe he doesn't know we're coming. Let's hope not. Anyway, Edwards is arranging a hello infill here. This route along the ridgeline is pretty dense, so should give us plenty of ground cover. For the trek in, we've got a long hump through this part, then follow up the river line to the village. There's a dirt road here, but we need to keep off it at all costs. If they're making regular runs, then it will be the only way they can go. We'll use that for our exfil. He looks up and stares at each one of the team individually. Anyone got questions? He pauses and everyone shakes their heads. All right then. Cat, you're up. Listen up, Kosh, she's gonna go over some stuff you need to remember. So listen and take notice. This place has a lot of dangers, even for us. All right. Cat stands up and looks at the guys arranging a folder in front of her with some notes handwritten on the paper. As you well know, jungle territory is not all that great, and we got a long trek. The foliage is pretty dense in parts. So what you need to watch out for. The biggest problem is heat and humidity, so keep your water intake up. Don't eat anything you haven't brought with you. She looks directly at Bud and smiles. And don't drink anything unless you clear it with me first. Monitor your water rations. There won't be many opportunities for fresh drinking supplies, so let me know as soon as you think you have a problem. And watch the plants. The main one to watch out for is aconitum. She pauses and hears them all groan. Yup. You know it already. Bright violet color flower. Grows in patch clusters, but just so we're all clear. She lays two colored photographs of some pretty looking flowers on the table watching as they all sneer. She's pretty, but as we know, can be fatal to us. Even if you don't eat it, a small amount of pollen on the skin can cause a severe allergic reaction. So let me know if you think you've touched it, as I have something to counter the reaction. Bugs are a big problem, bites, stings, yada yada, allergic reaction, so again let me know straight away, cause some of them suckers are really poisonous, so please be aware, and I can't stress enough to use some fucking insect repellent. Okay, that's about it. Just watch for blisters, cuts, scratches, they can all get infected quickly out there. But other than that, enjoy the surroundings. She laughs, watching as they all stare at the pictures of the flowers. Oh, and if anyone needs me to check something before we go, then speak up now. And no, Diggs, that doesn't mean will I look at your dick before you ask. She and the others laugh. Digby snarls. If you want me to look at that, then get it out now and we'll get it over and done with. I take that as a no then. She grins, teasing him. All right, Darius sighs. All joking apart, if that's everything covered, then you're all up to speed. So let's get geared up, showered, and yes, bud, something to eat. We'll meet up on the tarmac in about 3 hours. Remember, this fucking asshole shifter is not getting away from us again. Is that clear? Roger that. Yep, sounds good to me. I need food first. I'll shower after. I'm starvin'. Bud eases himself from his seat. Bud, I'll come with you. Oz agrees as he, Zach, and Cutie get up from their seats. Digby smiles, hovering around the table waiting for Cat. So you want to get something to eat first or something else? No, I'm good. I'm gonna pack up my kit and sort some supplies. Thought I'd take a shower first. I'll text when I'm done and then come meet you. Go get something to eat with the boys. Oh, okay, sure. He hushes his voice and smiles. But I could come wash your back in the shower. As much as I would love that. No, Diggs, we agreed when we're at work we won't do this. We said we would keep everything separate and you agreed. Yeah, I know what we said, but it's hard. I mean, I'm not gonna be able to be with you for a few days now. Well, that might be a good thing. It'll make you keener when we get back. She smirks and drops a kiss on his lips. Now go with the guys and get something to eat. I'll catch up with you in a while. Darius grins, watching as Digby pouts at the rejection and joins the others, waiting to leave. Kat looks at her notes, calling out before they go. Hey guys, just remember what I said about keeping fluids up. It might rain and be wet, but you're going to sweat a lot. Oh, and insect repellent, again, I can't stress that enough. I know what you lot are like. Guys, Darius commands their attention again. Make sure you listen to what the lady says, all right? She's trying to keep you safe. Lady? What fucking lady? I don't see any lady. Zach laughs, teasing. Oh, you mean Cat, right? Yeah, definitely no lady. Yeah, I love you too. Asshole. She blows a kiss and sticks her middle finger. Oh, and Zach, kiss my fucking ass. See, I told ya she's no lady. He returns the kiss across the table and they both laugh. All right, let's keep it together. Just stay fucking alert. This asshole took out a whole day team. Keep that in mind. Oh, one last thing, scoop up any tech, laptops, phones, give them to Zach. The drugs, money, we ignore all that stuff, leave it for the cleanup teams after. We just need our target out and home by lunch. You understand me? Roger that, Chief. With the room empty, Darius closes up his file. He looks up and aware they're all gone, he's now alone with Kat. She's still organizing her paperwork as he grabs her around the waist. Are you all right? Yeah, I'm fine. Why wouldn't I be? She smiles, pushing his hands from her waist. I don't know. You seemed a little off with me. No, I just need to get ready. I have to collect my gear and shower, and I want to call Riley before we go. Tell him we're getting spun up so he doesn't worry. So, he coughs. You want me to join you in the shower? I'll tell you what I told Digby. No. She blushes, secretly longing to say yes. Darius, we're at work, we can't. She sighs. He pretends to pout and, looking around the now empty room, he quickly drops a kiss on her lips. Kat frowns as she sees a hesitation in him. What's wrong? This is a big mission. I just want you to be careful, all right? Keep your eyes open. This guy, he's dangerous, so stay alert and don't take any chances. You going to give everyone this pep talk or just me? She smiles, kissing him again. Don't worry, I got this. I'm a pro at Black Ops now. Look, I have to. Go. Darius, everything's going to be fine. But you watch your back too. You're not invincible. You know that. Yeah, I know. Hey, is Digby okay? Yeah, he's good. Why? I don't know, he just seemed a little off. Something, but I can't put my finger on it. He's fine. Well, he asked about the bruise on my thigh. I guess you were little rough the other afternoon. She smiles and a grin crosses his lips. Don't worry, I made up some story, but I still think he was a little suspicious. So, we have to make sure we're more careful when we do it again. Yeah, you're right. But it sure was fun, right? And you know, I love it when your ass is red like that. All right, now stop it, she flushes. I have to go get ready. I need a shower. Before we leave. Go on then. He nods and nudging her through the office door, he follows. Darius, what are you doing? You said you need to take a shower? So go on. Are you serious? Darius, you can't have a shower with me. She looks around and down the empty corridor as he pushes her towards her office. Darius, I said no. Did I say I was going to shower with you? Doesn't mean I can't watch you take one, right? What? Are you fucking serious? You want to watch me take a shower? Yeah. She looks up and down the empty corridor and grins as her heart beats furiously, filled with excitement at the idea. She and Darius step inside, and again she checks the corridor. It's still empty. And swallowing nervously, she closes the door and turns the lock. Then before she can resist, Darius unfastens the buttons on her shirt. She takes a deep breath as he removes it, and in the compulsive way he hangs it on the back of her chair. Take them off, he orders, gesturing to her khaki pants. Hesitating, she takes a deep breath, knowing they shouldn't be doing this, but ignoring the feeling, she does as he asks and removes her pants. Now standing wearing only her underwear, she blushes and trembles with nervous anticipation. You know, I'll say it again, but we really shouldn't be doing this. Yeah, I know. Exciting, isn't it? He grins, dropping a kiss on her lips. So you need to hurry. I've got to get to a briefing with Edward soon, get our clearance to go. He perches himself on the corner of her desk, watching as she pulls her vest and then sports bra over her head, taking them off. She hands them to him and again he folds them and lays them in a neat pile next to him. He doesn't flinch, his face expressionless, and Kat can only wonder about the thoughts going on in that deep dark head of his. Eventually, he caves to her teasing, as she continues to avoid the area he most wants to see her touch. You missed a bit. Oh, did I? Which part is that? She smiles. You mean here? She points to her shoulder and covers it in the soapy lather. Or maybe here? She points to her knee. Her voice hushes as she steps to the open door and, taking a breath, trails her hand in a line down her stomach to touch between her legs. Or did you mean here? She can hear the loud hiss of air through his teeth as he sighs, followed by a chesty rumbling growl as he wonders how long he can hold out from touching her. Kat smiles, listening to his groans as he watches her teasingly drying herself. She has to focus, concentrating hard to keep Luna quiet. Her wolf is growling with snarls of displeasure, reminding Kat how ludicrously stupid what she's doing is, not only for her career prospects and reputation but for her relationship with Digby. The wolf believed that Kat had finally settled with her mate, accepted they were a thing, but now finds herself once again in turmoil as Kat's womanly human side wants something more, something the wolf doesn't like. This is so deeply dark and dangerous, and all her sanity is just thrown to one side for the thrill of momentary pleasure. Kat can't help herself. There is something so alluring about him doing this with him, so risky that it's addictively exciting, and just like taking a drug, she needs it. She needs the high that Darius gives her. He consumes her mind, and the chemistry between them is like an out-of-body experience as he hypnotizes her. But every time she convinces herself she won't do it again, she goes back for more. There's a bleep of his phone and he groans, the pleasure now gone from the tone. Edwards wants to see me now. I'm gonna have to go. Yeah, sure. You should go. This was stupid. I mean, it was fun, but hey, we'll be together when we get back. Promise. I'll book the hotel. Okay, but we could go to the club? Our room, again. She grins, biting her lip, her hand toying with the buttons on his camouflage shirt, teasing. Kat, we can't go to the club, it's too risky. But I will have to go there. What? What do you mean go there? You mean to be with someone? Darius, you want to go there and be with someone else? No. No, I don't want to be with anyone. But I will have to. Look, if I don't, then Reese and Michael are gonna get suspicious. Hell, I haven't been there for couple of weeks. That's not normal for me and they're gonna notice. But, Darius, no. No, I thought I was yours now. You are. It's just, Kat, I don't think I need to remind you you're hardly exclusive. Digby. That's different. That's not me going with a hooker. That's not me going with a stranger. I mean, how would you feel? She takes a breath and steps away from him and glares. No. No, I won't let you. I don't care about Reese or Michael. I don't want you being with anyone else. Do you understand me? Kat, he laughs. Are you serious? You want to be with me, then you won't be with anyone else. Darius, it's that or nothing. Take it or leave it. I won't share you. Right, well, I guess I'll have to leave it then. You mean that? You won't have sex with anyone else at the club? Come here. Kat, I said come here. Now, he demands. She holds back and he beckons her, then stroking her cheek, kisses her. You're all that I want, and that's what you want. Then okay, but you're gonna cost me a lot of money. You know that. I am? Why? 'Cause I'm gonna have to go there and play poker now, and I'm shit at poker. He laughs. Really? Wow, something you're not good at? Well, I learned something new today, but I don't believe you. She smiles and on tiptoe reaches up and kisses him. I can't believe there's anything you're not good at. He smiles, staring into her deep green eyes. His phone beeps again and he checks it. I really gotta go. We'll finish this up when we get back. Now get dressed. He playfully slaps her bare ass. Is that an order? She grins. Dropping the towel, she massages her breasts. I thought I might finish what you started. Oh fuck. Kat, seriously, don't do this to me. Why you do it to me all the time? Trust me, Master Chief, it's more pleasurable this way. Hey, I'll send you a picture, she teases. You know, if you do that, I must punish you. Playing with yourself when I'm not there. You know the rules. I know. She smiles, watching as he heads to the door. Darius, you know, you drive me crazy. I don't know what it is you do to me, but every time I tell myself I won't do this again, I can't help it. You're like a drug habit. I can't stop. What is it about you? What do you do to me? I thought being bonded to Digby would stop me from feeling this way, but it doesn't. Sure, Luna hates you, but me, I can't stop wanting you. I need to go. I'll see you on the tarmac in a couple of hours, Lieutenant. He smiles and with his hand on the door he turns back. Hey, don't forget that picture. Watching him close the door, she sighs loudly and leans back against the glass door of the shower. Oh, Kat. What the fuck is wrong with you? She berates herself for what she's done, for putting herself in this position with him. Like a smitten schoolgirl, she can't stop. No matter how hard she tries, he hypnotizes her. Oh my God. She groans at the intense feelings that flood her senses, and the chill of the room prickles her skin. Luna's furious at her for letting him do this. The wolf thought being bonded to her fated would stop Kat's obsession, but once again Kat's allowed him to control her. The wolf howls in her head, a loud reminder of just how weak and pathetic her womanly body is.